The Senate will now be in session. All rise for the arrival of the Honorable Senate President and the Senators of the Republic of the Philippines.
Landmark measures made headway in the Senate as senators juggled urgent tasks and advocacies last week. The upper chamber unanimously approved on third and final reading the proposed Real Property Valuation and Assessment Reforms Act, which aims to improve revenue collection through the grant of amnesty on unpaid real property taxes. It also promotes transparency and efficiency in the tax collections by local government units.
At the core of our vision lies the well-being of our taxpayers. Sa pamamagitan ng batas na ito, kung mayroon hindi nakabayad ng amilyar, ang mga multa at interes ay hindi na kukolektahin sa loob ng 2 taon ng pagsasabatas ng panukalang ito.
Senators likewise approved on third reading the bill establishing the Negros Island region.
A very big yes. With 22 affirmative votes, 0 negative votes, 0 abstentions, Senate Bill number 2507, creating the newly established Negros Island region, is approved on third reading. Congratulations.
Sa mga minamahal kong negrense at sikihod nun, malapit na matupad ang matagal nating pinaglaban. Paparating na ang mabilis at maayos na serbisyo sa Negros Island.
The upper chamber also gave its final nod on local bills for the creation of district engineering offices in the provinces of Negros Occidental, Bataan, and Bukidnon. On Wednesday, the Senate ratified the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the proposed Kabalikat sa Pagtuturo Act, which institutionalizes the teaching allowance granted to public school teachers.
Isang magandang balita po para sa ating mga gurong bayani. Dahil sa wakas, tanaw na natin ang katuparan ng pangako at pangarap natin para sa kanila. The victory belongs to you and to all the youth you embrace and enrich with your service.
Meanwhile, Senate President Juan Miguel Mix-Ev Zubiri led senators in welcoming representatives of the South Korean government to the plenary hall as they celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Philippines and South Korea's diplomatic relations. The chamber adopted resolution number 110, recognizing the enduring amity and cooperation between the two nations.
Our bilateral ties have continued to grow and flourish, encompassing broad areas of cooperation. The Philippines considers this relationship as one of its strongest and most comprehensive in the Asia-Pacific region. Hence, this year, 2024, we are proud to celebrate this milestone 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations.
Since the establishment of bilateral relations on March 3, 1949, the Philippines and South Korea have shared a bond that has only grown stronger over the years.
We'd like to manifest that this resolution has bipartisan support in the Senate because we really value the relationship with South Korea.
The Senate also hailed the conferment of Order of National Scientist Award to geneticist and pediatrician Carmencita Padilla, adopting resolution number 111.
Dr. Padilla's contributions to public health, particularly in the fields of medical research, education, and legislation, continue to inspire and uplift the lives of Filipinos all over the nation. She is, needless to say, a beacon of hope and of light for young girls as we celebrate Women's Month.
Members of the Philippine delegation to the 19th Asian Games also took spotlight at the Senate plenary with the unanimous adoption of resolution number 112, hailing their performance.
The Philippine delegation finished 17th overall and bagged 4 gold medals, 2 silver medals, and 12 bronze medals. An incredible and impressive feat that deserve our recognition. Our athletes deserve the support of this institution.
Meanwhile, the Senate, through House Concurrent Resolution number 20, granted its consent to the grant of government amnesty to former communist rebels. Senators worked overtime on Wednesday to discuss and pass on second reading the proposed creation of the Bulacan Economic Zone and Freeport. Senator Sonny Angara pushed for the approval of the bill addressing gaps in the Philippines procurement law.
Kapag maisabatas ang mga reformang ito, hindi lamang bibilis ang procurement sa gobyerno, ito'y magiging mas epektibo, Mr. President. At sa ganitong paraan, iigting ang kapasidad ng gobyerno para tugunan ang pangangailangan ng sambayanang Pilipino.
Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa sought to recognize the country's firefighters and jail guards as he sponsored the Senate bill providing for the rank classification and organization of Bureau of Fire Protection and Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. In time for Ramadan, Senator Francis Tolentino sponsored Senate Bill number 2594, pushing for the creation of 3 additional Sharia judicial districts and 12 Sharia circuit courts in the Philippines.
The growing number of Muslim Filipinos and the increasing rate of migration around the country calls for the need to establish additional judicial districts to efficiently handle and resolve disputes involving Muslim personal laws. In summary, this measure is a call for equal and inclusive justice.
Tolentino also brought to the plenary several House bills establishing new trial courts in various judicial regions and granting Philippine citizenship to Chinese national Li Kuan-wang. Senator Joseph Victor J.V. Ejercito batted for the passage of the proposed Master Plan for Infrastructure and National Development or MIND Act. Ejercito said the bill proposes a 30-year plan for the country's infrastructure development. In a privileged speech, Senator Pia Cayetano raised the decent observance of Rare Disease Day, calling for more support for Filipinos suffering from rare diseases and their families. Senator Raffy Tulfo also took to the plenary to chide officials of the National Food Authority on their sale of rice stocks to private traders.
Ang NFA ay taga-maintain ng buffer stock ng bigas para sa bayan at hindi pwedeng magbenta sa mga traders.
For his part, Senator Robin Hood Padilla sought consideration for Kingdom of Jesus Christ founder Apollo Kibuloy following the contempt order issued by the Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality. Senate President pro tempore Loren Legarda appealed to senators to prioritize measures providing gender-responsive programs for internally displaced persons or IDPs, as she noted the increase of women and girl refugees. Meanwhile, members of the Commission on Appointments gave their unanimous nod to the appointment of former Senator Ralph Recto as Secretary of the Department of Finance. Before this, the CA also confirmed the nominations and appointments of 8 foreign affairs and 9 senior military officials. On March 12, the senators and congressmen convened a bicameral conference committee to tackle the disagreeing provisions on the proposed Philippine National Police Reform and Reorganization Act. Meanwhile, Senator Amy Marcos led the Committee on Cooperatives in tackling measures seeking to amend Republic Act No. 6938 or the Cooperative Code of the Philippines, particularly to allow foreign investments. Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo asked government agencies to ensure funding for the creation and continued operation of hospitals and other health facilities during the hearing of the Committee on Health and Demography. The Congressional Oversight Committee on the Official Development Assistance resumed discussions on the status of foreign-funded projects. The Blue Ribbon Committee started its inquiry on the unauthorized use of government-issued documents by foreign nationals. Various activities were held in the Senate last week to celebrate Women's Month.